We are having a fabulous morning right here on the world's best breakfast. The time is exactly 8:37 and you're listening to myself and ENP. ENP has not been demoted, Elisha. He's just sitting over there as usual. He's making sure I get paid this month.
I'm making payments.
He's doing his job over there. But nonetheless, as you know, like I mentioned yesterday, that we'll be having some fantastic guests in studio this morning. We are joined in studio by Daniel Chakacha as well as Don Mutero, who are from JCI City, Zimbabwe. Good morning. How does all come? Thank you, Ian.
JCI.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
You guys were here so early.
Wow. We have to be early, you know. It's the standard in JCI.
Yeah, we are.
What does JCI stand for?
Yeah.
JCI stands for Junior Chamber International.
Alright.
So JCI City Zimbabwe is a local organization based in Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. We are affiliated to JCI Zimbabwe. Mm-hmm. But JCI as a whole is a global organization that is based in more than 150 countries across the world and represented in more than 5,000 communities across the globe.
Alright, so maybe we'll just backtrack over there before we get into what JCI City is all about. So maybe you can introduce yourselves by telling us who you are, where you're from, the schools you went to, and how you got to where you are currently. I'll start with you.
Wow, you better start with me.
Yes.
Is it because I got the spectacles?
Yes.
I'm such a spectacle, aren't you?
It's a big bag. Okay, Mutero Don is my name. Mm-hmm. I was born here and I recently graduated from NAST, National University of Science and Technology. Mm-hmm. I did finance. I'm a numbers guy. You can see with the numbers.
Nice.
The glasses didn't see only people, but even numbers too. So currently I'm the local treasurer for JCI City.
Okay.
So, you know, like I said, I'm the money man.
You're the money man. So how did you join JCI?
How I got to join JCI is I went to an event when I was at NAST. Then these guys, they called up a guy by name Sibanda. He's now a chartered finance analyst. Mm-hmm. So he was from Imara Edwards. So when I went there, he did his presentation. Then I wanted to know more like, who are these guys behind these people who brings, such lucrative people in the world? Mm-hmm. So I got to find out, no, this was JCI. So I wanted to know, what is JCI? Then that's how I started getting involved.
Okay, interesting. And you, sir?
Okay, my name is Daniel Chakacha, born in Chitungwiza and grew up in Chitungwiza. Mm-hmm. I'm currently the local president for JCI City. Mm-hmm. As you know, JCI has got 1 year to lead, so I can only be president once. Then next year another person comes.
President for life.
So that's why we are training these leaders so that when they go to that stage, they know how they can handle it.
Yes.
So I went to school in Mrewa. Mm-hmm. Yes, but primary school I did in Chitungwiza, second for primary. I think this is my 6th year since I joined JCI. Mm-hmm. How I joined, it was just miraculous.
Tell us about your miracle.
Okay, I just received an email, anonymous email, inviting me to an event that I don't know. So yeah, it was a business networking event. Okay. So as a business person, I just thought maybe I could pop in and see how these people do it and what they are doing. So from there on, I just got glued in, and I've been doing projects in JCI, leadership positions, until this year that I landed the job
presidential role.
Yeah.
Do you get paid?
Yeah. No, we don't get paid.
Organization. Yes. Okay, it's pretty interesting, and obviously I know what you guys are about, but then I see some people putting question marks. What is JCI? So maybe you can tell us again, Don, what your organization is about and the impact that you have thereof in Zimbabwe, especially.
JCI, like he said, he's my boss. By the way.
He's your boss.
So if I misrepresent, he'll fire me. Okay, like he said, JCI is a global thing. It's a global network. Mm-hmm. So mainly, like our mission states, like we provide development opportunities for young, active people. Okay. So that means you don't need to get paid to do something that is right. Mm-hmm. Like for example, like this Friday we're going to have the cleanup campaign. Of course, the president initiated it, but. Does cleanup campaign going to solve our later issues? No. We need to fix our mindset first.
Very true.
That's what JCI is all about. It trains your mind so that you come up with sustainable solutions. That's JCI for me.
And how long has it been in existence in Zimbabwe?
In Zimbabwe, it has been in existence for 54 years.
Wow.
Yes, and JCI as a whole is 104 years old.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
I didn't know it's been around that long.
Even I didn't know it existed in the first place until I got the message saying, "Hey, we're coming for an interview." I'm like, "Oh, okay." But then, like, so what impact have you had in Zimbabwe? Because we can talk about a lot of organizations in Zimbabwe, the likes of World Vision and the likes. We see their impacts around wherever we go. So, what impact have you guys had as an organization that's been in existence for 54 years? Because that's like 5 decades, Moribo.
Yes.
So, what impact can we say? Yeah, these guys actually did something during their tenure in Zimbabwe.
Okay, in JCI there's a model that we use, a methodology in doing our projects, because we believe in sustainable solutions. So there's a model that we use that is called Active Citizen Framework.
Okay.
So how it works is that we work with partners in everything that we do. Collaboration is key. So for the impact that we have done, I think we all know the First Street Mall. That was a JCI initiative.
First Street in the public in
The First Street Mall, like the street.
Oh.
You remember, back then, you cars used to drive around.
Oh yeah.
So it was a JCI initiative that we started that because someone came up with the idea when they visited a certain country in Europe. And we have done a rehabilitation of the public space of Greenwood Park since 2016. I think you have seen renovations within the children's play center. The ablution facilities have been repaired, and now we are working on paving the walkway. And we have a project in Binga that is done by JCI, our sister local organization, called Zalo Project, Ramangwana Trust. So they are building classroom blocks there. Then we have other projects that are being done by other sister local organizations like JCI Capital. They are doing a project called Green My World, where they are doing this awareness in environmental management, and yeah, a lot of programs that we do. We have got the blood drive also that we do every month. It's part of JCI's programs.
Okay. I think President Watokupedzera is in my project.
No, I actually wanted to name it, like the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe. The formation of it was brought up with the JCI idea.
Oh wow!
Because so many people were crashing in accidents, so we had to find ways how to manage. Of course, we can never eliminate it, but we find ways to minimize accidents.
Alright, so since you're the finance guy, where do you guys get your funding from? Because you can't just wake up and just be an organization and just, so how do you guys get your funding?
Correct, like what you said. Since it's a non-governmental organization, we intend to like people subscribe. And then apart from subscribing, we also do have fundraising activities.
Okay.
Like last year, like this year in early March, we had a JCI golf. It was a golf fundraising. So we approach approach corporates, communities and stuff. Then we bring our resources together. That's how we tend to use our money.
Alright, I think your organization is pretty amazing. So also, like, I feel like, okay, how does one join this organization?
And how much is it?
Or do I have to wait for him to email saying, come to JCI?
Ian loves money.
Okay, joining JCI is very simple. It's an organization for all young people between the ages of 18 to 40.
Okay.
Note that if you are above 40, you cannot be part of JCI. You can become an associate member or a life member.
Also, it's like a lifelong thing, even if you leave after 40.
After 40 years.
Ah, nice.
So between the ages of 18 and 40, you can come and join JCI. But for you to be a member now, you have to be actively involved. You have to pay subscriptions. You have to be involved in projects. Because we believe that projects do sustain JCI.
Okay.
Yes.
So what projects do you have upcoming? I know you mentioned the cleanup campaign that you're having this first Friday, which is an initiative by the president. But what other projects do you have, let's say, in the next 3 months?
Okay, we have a project that we were running, which is called Adopt a Rural School, but we changed it to Chickens for Education.
Okay.
So what we are doing with this project is that there's a school in Seke Rural, Rupere Primary School. They once ran a poultry project, and then the funds are then used to fund the school's activities and sponsor other kids that are not able to pay for their fees. So we reinventing the project, restarting the project, so that they can also sustain for themselves.
Okay. Ian, questions? I see you're processing on there.
Yeah. Well, a friend of mine was vice president JCI South Africa. So wow. I'm just trying to figure out, like, in Zim, how is it set up? Well, the chicken project, I suppose that's a good thing. But so what happens like when you sort of leave office? The next person takes